My next guest is going to be taking on Eli Aronov coming up here. Dana White's Contender Series, August 22nd. It is right around the corner. It is Zachary Reese joining me here on the program. Zach, how are you?
I'm doing great, bro. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you for joining me, man. Getting you from the car right now. Where are you? Am I getting you at practice? Where am I getting you right now?
Yeah, I just finished up morning practice. A
That's
lot of
great.
grappling on Wednesdays. Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, I mentioned it there, man. The big opportunity is right around the corner. When did you find out about this fight? I know a lot of guys did get plenty of notice.
Yeah, probably around March, right after my last fight, pretty much. Backstage, I was talking to Jason House, and that was kind of like Contenders was looking like it was up next. So, yeah, it's been a good little 5-month training camp. I've put in a lot of work, so I'm ready to go, man.
And I imagine you were expecting this just with your record, who you fought. I mean, this seemed inevitable that you were going to be on this show, if not even getting a call to the UFC too.
Yeah, definitely. We knew it was totally a possibility. 5 fights, 5 first-round finishes. So I know that's what UFC loves to see.
How did you initially get involved in combat sports? Where did this journey start for you?
Just watching YouTube videos, honestly, man. Watching old Pride fights, Fedor, and all that good stuff. So I was like, man, that shit looks pretty cool. So
That's awesome. What sports did you play growing up?
baseball. I was an okay baseball player.
Okay. Thought it'd be better to actually, punch people in the face instead of, I guess playing ball against them, I suppose, right?
Yeah. I just thought it was cool. Me and my friends would go beat up each other in the front yard right when we first kind of got in MMA. So.
Yeah, that's great. When did you know this was something that was just more than a hobby, but an actual career? Was it that first amateur fight? When did you have that itch that you're like, hey, I'm going to do this as a career?
I got laid off. I work in the oil field, so I got laid off when oil pretty much went to zero right around COVID. And I was like, man, let's just do it. Let's just go all in. So started training and had an amateur fight in Arkansas because they were the first ones to put fights back on. And then, yeah, it's been a good, I think, 8-fight run. So.
And again, a good opponent here, another undefeated guy in Aronov. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I think he's a great grappler. I think his stand-up, he's working on it with a good team. But I think I match up really well with him. I think it's going to be an exciting fight, see who can implement their will.
He hasn't fought in a while. It's going to be more than a year since he last stepped in the cage. As far as an MMA fight goes, I know he had a grappling match earlier this year. Do you believe in cage rest? Do you think that'll be a factor in the fight?
I don't really believe in cage rest. If you get in the proper training and sparring and stuff, and I think your mindset's more important than anything when it comes to that kind of cage rest thing.
Okay, fair enough. And training camp, who have been some of the main guys that have been helping you get ready for this fight as far as training partners?
Alex Morono, Trevin Giles, Anthony Ivy, Bruce Whitehead. I got some good guys, some real good grapplers, some guys that give me some good looks, and so I'm excited.
How much of a benefit is it to have a guy like Alex in your camp? I think he's one of the most underrated coaches. I know he's still a UFC welterweight and a good one at that, but just he's so knowledgeable. Like, how much do you sort of absorb that in your fight career?
Yeah, tons from those guys. And I try to make a point too to really listen to what they say, the critiques they give me, and try to implement it. So yeah, all these guys with more experience than me, it's invaluable for sure.
And how much confidence does that give you? You mentioned Trevin Giles, UFC welterweight. Anthony Ivy used to be in the UFC. He's coming off a nice win himself. These are high-level guys that have already been on the big stage. Like, how much does that sort of, kind of let you know, hey, I'm already here because I'm training with these guys?
Yeah, definitely. It's a confidence booster for sure. And training with these guys, they're predominantly welterweights. I have a good 85er I train with too, Shane Subnosky, but predominantly welterweight, so it's nice because I really get to see the speed of those guys, and then when I fight these 85ers, they seem a little bit slower. So
there you go. It's good. Shane's got a fight this weekend. Actually, I just interviewed him last week for UFL, right?
Yeah, Shane is a cool dude, man. He's definitely a unique guy for sure.
Character for sure. Yeah, I can attest to that. I spoke to him last week. How about the weight cut? Is it tough for you to get to 85? How does that usually go for you?
I'm a big 85er. The last fight I got up to like 207. I can get up to like 210, 212 come fight night, but I kind of prefer not to, just to stay light. But no, I'm feeling good right now. I'm like sitting around 200 pounds, so nice and light, and yeah, shouldn't be a problem.
Who's going to be making the trip to Vegas with you as far as your corner? Who's going to be in the cage with you?
Yeah, so my coach Adam and my coach Jeremy. So they're the head two generals at war. So yeah, we're excited.
How's this one playing out? I know you feel like you're going to win. Otherwise, why sign the contract? How do you see it playing out though on August 22nd?
Man, I see myself just having a spectacular finish. Or the fight might go a little crazy. It might be like that riverboat fight where the guy got hit with the chair. You never know, but I'm ready for it either way.
I'm sure you did. You watch a show last night? I'm sure just seeing the season, get underway, that's got to pump you up and get you really excited for your opportunity coming up here.
Yeah, it's exciting. I saw one of Iridium's guys got a contract and had a
Yeah.
moment with Jason. I thought, yeah, it was really cool. Definitely exciting. Definitely motivating.
How did you link up with Iridium as far as your management? How did that all come together?
They have a great reputation around our gym and stuff. And they had already signed some of our fighters, and yeah, I'm super stoked to be with them. I mean, to get me this opportunity, I'm 5-0, but I'm really blessed to have this opportunity. And they get guys in the UFC, man. That's their thing. I know Eli or Ellie is also a Iridium guy, but I'm happy that it's up to us now to go out there and earn it.
Yeah, 100%. Do you feel like the timing of you getting this opportunity is great as well? Just because I think we're kind of seeing a bit of a transition period in the middleweight division in the UFC. You look at a lot of these guys are getting older. Adesanya, I know, is still the champion, but you're seeing newcomers like we just had Abus Magomedov. We've got Ikram, Bo Nickel, Hamzat Chimaev. Like there's a lot of new blood in the weight class. Do you feel like you potentially being a part of that is kind of good timing because it's kind of going through a bit of a transition?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think there's some like really exciting guys coming up, exciting matchups, and yeah, I totally could see that Bo Nickel fight happening within the year.
Yeah, we'll see. It's been interesting to watch his rise. We talked all about fighting here. You mentioned you worked a bit in the oil rigs. What about hobbies outside of fighting? Or a lot of fighters play video games. A lot of them, maybe watch a bit of Netflix here and there. What do you like doing when you get that little bit of free time, other than napping, of course?
Yeah, I like to go fishing.
Oh,
I
cool.
don't get to fish as much as I'd like to, but now it's just train. That's pretty much it. So my life's gotten I have a baby now, just a year and a
Oh,
half. So my life's
awesome.
just training and spending time with the family. So
How has that changed the mindset? I have a 1.5 as well. I know I have two kids, but definitely puts things in perspective a lot. And those hard days, I'm sure, a little bit easier just thinking of what you get to come home to.
yeah, for sure, it puts things in perspective. What's actually important.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. Dana White's Contender Series coming up here August 22nd. Zach, really appreciate the time. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I'd love to thank my wife. She's a rock. She holds it down. She's been with me since day one. We've been together since high school. And yeah, she's even cornered some of my amateur fights, my pro fights. She's been in my corner, so it's cool that we get to share those moments with her. Yeah, she's awesome. And shout out to Shiner Beard too. I'm sponsored by Shiner Beard, Spetzel Brewery. Um, yeah, so and my family, my coaches, and everything. So